Watch Judge Napolitano issues shock impeachment warning Americans deserve to know. This is by Ben Baker from Christian News Alerts. Democrats and opponents of President Trump have been calling for his removal even before he came into office. Famous Olympic swimmer Sarah Condor Fisher posted a Fox News video of Judge Andrew Napolitano on Twitter warning Americans that Democrats are trying to impeach President Trump, thus ignoring the will of the people. Napolitano stated they're trying to do, short of declaring war, the most radical thing Congress can do, which is dislodge a lawfully elected president. CNN reports that on Wednesday, House Democrats introduced 5 articles of impeachment against President Trump. The entire articles cite reasons such as obstruction of justice for firing FBI Director James Comey, 2 emoluments clause violations or accepting gifts and benefits from foreign leaders, the undermining of the freedom of the press, and undermining the federal judiciary. Representative Stephen Cohen introduced the article saying the time has come to make clear to the American people and to this president that his train of injuries to our Constitution must be brought to an end through impeachment. Co-sponsor of the articles, Representative Luis Gutierrez, stated that President Trump's character and actions before his presidency weren't considered in their impeachment measure. There are many reasons why I think the president is an awful president, an awful person, but not all those reasons rise to the level of impeaching a sitting president. We are not seeking his impeachment because of what he did before he was president. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders criticized the impeachment effort, saying their time would be better spent focusing on tax relief for American families and businesses. She also stated it's disappointing that extremists in Congress still refuse to accept the president's decisive victory in last year's election. A spokesman for the Republican National Committee, Michael Ahrens, similarly criticized Democrats, saying they're resorting to stubbornness and negativity to get their way. House Democrats lack a positive message and are completely unwilling to work across the aisle, so instead they've decided to support a baseless radical effort that the vast majority of Americans disagree with. The introduction of articles of impeachment is more about grandstanding than anything else, considering a majority vote is needed in the House and 2/3 vote in the Senate for President Trump to be impeached. Even Representative Cohen acknowledged that the push for impeachment was pointless, claiming that Republicans in Congress who hold the majority are in President Trump's pocket. I don't expect the House Judiciary Committee, which is operated like a branch of the administration, to take up hearings, he said. It's unfortunate that Democrats still hold bitterness over the 2016 election and are resorting to such radical measures to get their way instead of working with the duly elected president to accomplish beneficial change. The American people in 2016 decided they wanted President Trump in the White House, and Democrats should acknowledge that, regardless of their personal feelings. Instead, it seems the left is choosing to resist the will of the people and try to bend the rules to suit their own desires. Judge Napolitano claims that the members of Congress are trying to remove Mr. Trump from the presidency. Impeachment efforts are a pointless endeavor now, but the midterm elections could change that, given the irritations of voters from Republicans over the failed effort to repeal Obamacare or build a border wall, a Republican lawmaker ignoring the will of their constituents to oppose President Trump. There is a very real threat that Democrats might obtain a majority in the House and Senate. With those majorities, impeachment proceedings could have a lot more weight behind them, and a duly elected president could be removed from office solely because his opponents didn't want him to win. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? You know, you gotta be kidding. vote for Republicans. I mean, you got to be kidding. They'll stop at nothing. It's so disgraceful what Hillary has caused in this country. I mean, she has no regard for this country, what she has caused in this country, along with Obama, that other one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.